Here's the one thing that I consistently see on viral videos from TikTok and Reels. What are they? We're going to talk about that in a second. Hey heroes, my name is Tom Pounder and this is the Digital in 5 Show. This is the show where I take 5 minutes to talk about digital tool or trend and apply it into our ministry context. I only take 5 minutes, or at least that's the goal. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, but 5 minutes is the goal. And I've been looking at viral videos, and I like to watch TikTok, I like to watch Reels. It's really great, and I know a lot of people do too. And the constant thing I keep on seeing is, how do you go viral? How do you go viral? And again, a lot of times there's no rhyme or reason to go viral. There's lots of tools and tricks on how you can do it, but nothing guarantees you that success. But this one thing that I see consistently is something that I think that churches and ministries can easily replicate. What is that? It's real people doing real things in creative ways. Let me say that again. It's real people doing real things. I've talked about this before in blog posts and in other videos. It's real people doing real things. People love to see that. But it's also done in creative ways. And I love seeing on TikTok how you have a life transformation story where someone is overweight and then they lose a bunch of weight. They document their life over the course of 6 months to a year, and they show how they've lost a lot of weight. People love to see that. They love to see how you've gone from maybe overweight to a really muscular person. People love to see that as well. And here's the other thing that I think a lot of people love to see, and this is from Elyse Myers. People love to see stories or hear stories done in creative ways. If you've never checked out Elyse Myers, I'm going to include all her, well, not all her links, but I'm going to include her profile in the show notes. But she tells great stories that I think a lot of us can relate to, but she does it in creative ways. She uses digital tools and just illustrates it really creatively. Again, there's stories that I think you and I all have, but she does it in a way that she uses, again, digital tools that really illuminate and highlight certain things. It just makes you laugh, makes you cry. They're great things to do. But again, it's real people doing real things in very creative ways. Again, I think a lot of times when churches and ministries look and talk about TikTok videos or Reels, and they're thinking, well, how can we go viral? That's probably the wrong question to ask of how can we go viral. I think if you just tell creative stories, if you tell life transformation stories, if you tell stories that have meaning and stories that have impact, you're going to go viral in some capacity. Maybe it's not billions of views, but people are going to be attached to it because, again, people like to see real people doing real things because it inspires them to make a life transformation. And I believe that as believers, we have a great story, and we have great stories upon stories of people's lives being changed through Jesus. And so I would encourage you, do some funny videos on TikTok, do some creative videos on Reels. That's fun to do. You want to do that. But again, I think the most impactful stories, the ones that really inspire people, and therefore the ones that go viral to some degree, are the ones where real people are doing real things told in very creative ways. So I want to encourage you, think outside the box on this. Think what you could do. Look at my show notes and look at the different life transformation stories that I've highlighted, and so you can get some ideas of what you can do and the stories that you can share in your church or ministry. That's your encouragement today in this Digital in 5 show. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you've got ideas, if you've got thoughts, definitely put it in the comment section below or email me at tapounder@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you a little bit more about this. And you can even share it on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @tapounder. And I would love to hear your thoughts on it, what you're finding that's working well for you on TikTok or Reels that are really inspiring people in your church or your ministry. All right, heroes, well, that wraps it up for another Digital in 5 show. Thanks so much for joining me. As always, you can subscribe to this. My hub is tompounder.com. There I got stuff about digital boot camp. I've got stuff about coaching and cohorts. I've got all the videos, some blogs, and I've got other information there. So go to tompounder.com. There you can subscribe to all of this stuff, the podcast, the video, and the blogs. I would love for you to be able to do that. tompounder.com. All right, heroes, well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.